Okay. Okay, so let's...
Wait, you can see, you can totally see our legs.
That's what I was just like.
I love it, your first line.
Your first live, we have a live studio audience. Alright, because I'm gonna pull it up on here. While people tune in, get all of this beauty. Here we go. All of this.
Already.
Oh, 'cause, girl, it's on like a little delay, like real TV, Well, there's people here now. Hi guys, welcome to another Cocktails and Contours. I am Bella Noche, your host every other week here on Spill NYC, and I am joined this week by my very special guest, Miss Haireola Grande.
Hi guys.
And if you don't get the reference, get an education. We are so excited that you guys are here watching because it is bazonkers outside. So we thought we might bring a little bit of warmth into your night because who the hell wants to go out in this, right?
I did.
Even though I have to give you so many props, she braved the elements.
Obviously that M60.
That M60, kudos to M60 because MTA pissed me off today. I'm glad it did something good for somebody in my life.
Thank you.
But so we're so excited that you're here. Our special unplanned Blizzard edition. But it's fun to see all of you guys here. And thank you for joining us. We're going to talk some shit. We're going to have some fun. But we always start with a cocktail. And today, it's cold as balls. It's not fair. It's not fair. So I decided we're just going to have a hot toddy. Because who doesn't like a hot toddy, right? So cheers. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited that you're here, by the way. But cheers. And cheers to you. Grab a cocktail and join us, chicas.
Have you ever had an actual hot toddy? Like a man named Toddy? Would you ever be with someone named Toddy?
I don't know. I feel like that's a weird name to call out in the minute. I was like, yes, Toddy! And I would immediately think of whiskey, so I'd get distracted. I'm just like, well, actually a drink would be better than this, so we should stop.
No sex with Toddy.
No sex with Toddy. Notes for life. Good. Just like write that down.
This is good.
I know, girl. I'm really good at making cocktails. I mean, so it's funny. I've been doing this for just over a year now. Shout out to Spoiled NYC for facilitating this. They're an amazing platform that celebrates everything in New York City and have given us have given drag queens now a voice on their platform. And there's some changes coming to Cocktails and Contours. Y'all who have been watching for a long time, we're gonna step our pussies up. Y'all ain't ready, so keep tuning. But it's nice that we're like warm and cozy on this little blizzard. So I hope you yourself make a beverage of your choice and join us. But I thank you again so much. Like seriously, I always say thank you to my guests because it's always nice having them here. But you like went above and beyond. You're like, no, I'm gonna brave the elements.
I had to come this way anyway, to be fair. So it just is the first stop on the tour.
Fine, I don't mean it. But no, so,
thank you.
No, of course. How long, because we've known each other, what, about, like, 6, 8 months?
Yeah,
something like
we
that?
were just talking about it. The first time I saw you was at Spotlight. You were a judge.
Yes.
At a bar that will not be named, but...
See, we talking shade already.
But you were great, and I saw your, like, orgasm number. And
I was
like,
yes!
Who the fuck is this bitch? Just talking about how fishy she is to a room full of people. And then we did Ultimate Dread Pageant together in...
Another thing that won't be talked about.
Yeah, when did that start? Like, June?
There's so many cycles of that.
Yeah.
It's, like, almost as bad as Drag Race at this point. It's just, like, putting out cycles.
There's 6 in an All-Stars.
Yeah, whatever. But... It's been a pleasure getting to know you, like both like in the drag scene, and you've come to a few of the things that I've done like outside of drag and stuff like that. So how long have you officially been doing drag?
I just celebrated my 1-year performance anniversary on January 19th. So
cheers to anniversaries! Yes, 1 year. I love it.
A little bit over a year. Yeah.
I love it. So obviously you have a because I do think you're such a unique individual, but I feel like you picked up because there's a little bit of a underground trend for the bearded queen look, and I live for it. I'm about it. You can do so many cool and creative things.
Yeah.
What inspired you to take that route in your drag?
So I'm just lazy. We just talked about this even before we got on the couch. Yeah, I'm just lazy. So just taking the extra time to then contour my face, and like I do love my beard. And I identify with it a lot. It's a gorgeous color.
All natural.
All natural.
It steals your soul and everything.
But
only when she eats your ass out.
You know, I do think, like, kind of like you just said, you know, you can do different things with it. It's another, you know, accessory at that point. I could, you know, do the paint. I could do the glitter.
I've seen you with your glitter.
Yeah, you could do, like, I think there's someone on Instagram that do, like, flowers and ornaments and jingle balls and cotton balls.
Yeah. No, you got super creative.
Sticks and, like,
another one
beard.
Who wasn't originally a beard, who became Keisha Carr.
Yeah.
Who does, like, shout out to Keisha Carr. She does so many cool things with her beard, and I'm here for it. I'm always here for it.
I do think that it is, you know, somewhat regular to just the fishy girls as well. You know, the trends are the trends, and, you know, you just try to do something different for you each time. You know, try to make your little trademarked something. So
I have a very important question about your beard. How long did it take you to get the glitter out of your beard when you did the glitter beard?
Not that long, but to drain the drain, or like to unclog the drain rather, that was like a different story, because like the glitter is actually fine. It's the paint that sometimes it balls up.
Oh, I can get that,
And then it'll clog. So shout out to my roommate, Hannah. I don't know if you're watching, but thanks for buying the Drano.
No, seriously, roommates who are roommates of drag queens, like there's a special place in heaven resolved for them, because they're so good. It's not gonna work. It's fine. So I got this like whole cute like rigging camera system, like a real YouTuber and shit like that. And then I lose the little like piece that the phone goes into, so I have to resort to my older. But we still got the light.
Yeah,
the light is important. Light is important. We look great. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm going to move it over just a little bit to get more of you into the frame. Well, that's one of the things. It's interesting doing a live video show versus like, you know, like a YouTube video show.
Yeah.
Like there's no editing. There's no, you just like if something's not working, you have to fix it right there. And everyone's
loving this.
It's fun. It's cute. And a little cameo by my little cat Raja.
I got scared.
He every once in a while shows up. He's like the most adorable cat in the world. He's essentially a dog. See, look, he just wants to be on TV too. I think he's attracted to all your fur.
Probably.
He's just like, no, that reminds me of my bed. Isn't he adorable? I love him. I really do. Every time I come home, he greets me. He comes to the door and greets me, and then he hops on the bed and he like puts his like little paws up and he says hi. He's literally the best cat in the world. This is like he's like, no, I want my spotlight, and we're done. And we're off. Bye, pussy.
Only real pussy here.
I love it. So in your drag journey, what do you feel has been like your biggest accomplishment in drag?
I first set a goal to do Bushwig, and I did that this past summer.
Bushwig. So I actually want to do it this summer too.
It's just really
fun.
I don't think that it is given enough credit in New York, but like it is such a great queer space, and where it is gorgeous. Maybe not for heels, because there's a lot of like pebbles and dirt and stuff, but
you bust out those wedges.
It is such a great fun event, and it's if you've ever been to like a music festival, it's that, but with drag and performance.
Well, I mean, I would imagine it's inspired by Wigstock.
Yeah.
So, and like you've seen the movie and stuff like that. Anyone who's not seen the movie Wigstock and wants to know more about drag, Wigstock is an amazing film to watch to get a real history of like where drag was like before RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff like that, which we're gonna get to in a second.
Yeah.
Because girl, do like some sort of reaction if you've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, because there is tea, shade, shenanigans, buffoonery, goonery, and all kinds of stuff.
Turned into Alyssa Edwards over here.
Whiteout. Who knew? Whiteout would break the internet. So before last week's episode, who were your like shoo-ins for like top 3 of All Stars?
I thought it was going to be, because they do a top 4, right? That's kind of what we're assuming.
We're used to top 3 because we like gold, silver, bronze.
Right.
The Olympics just done. I need my
even though Trixie kind of wasn't doing as best as her fans and people wanted to see. I think her, Shangela, and BB were top 3. But Bendela really was fucking going at it, and it was.
I thought
kind
for
of
sure.
Nuts.
I thought for sure she was gonna easily be top. I mean, she was. She was easily okay. Now you're getting selfish. She's getting selfish.
I think it was the type of thing because I even said this to coworkers where like if she didn't win, it would have been like, okay, this is just edited the fuck house down because like you won the most challenges ever in Drag Race.
She was in the top every week -1.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every week -1.
Drag Race
we were checking with our PA live on set. But yeah, it was
she pretty like nuts. Like as you said, buffoonery. Like I didn't really love Ben because of her like terminally delightful thing. Like I think at least in my drag, I'm kind of just.
And then she pulls out Wednesday Addams.
Yeah, like it was so good though.
It was good.
We just actually rewatched it.
We did. We literally watched it before, and it was just like we were talking about it.
On her. I love her as the fucking like Benzilla Needles. Like I just thought it was so good.
Bendela Addams. But no, her new nickname is the whole like Bendela Christ thing. Like that is a hashtag.
It is
I've seen it everywhere. So I want one of our favorite things is we love reading comments from you guys. So we want your opinion on Drag Race All Stars you're watching because Bendela Christ is now a thing, and we're yeah.
It's I don't know. Shangela clapped back. I don't know if you guys saw this tweet of something of just like, I'll air the building. You know that you weren't Christ. So clearly there was some back and forth with Bendela. I mean, because even from day one, she went back on how she said she was going to eliminate by going with Morgan. And then if she was really going to eliminate the way that she said she was going to, even after Morgan, she would have gotten rid of, like, Kennedy and brought back someone who proved to be there longer and, like, brought back, like, an Aja or who was before Aja? Milk? She would have brought back.
That was not for nothing. That was my favorite elimination of the entire
Aja?
No, Milk.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Like, I respect what she does, but my favorite thing when she asked her is like, am I an asshole? Yes! Yes! You maybe not in real life, but on the season, yes, you were an asshole.
She was
Sorry
doing
about
some
it.
things that she was not apparent to her, which happens.
Yeah, when you have the ego the size of, like, you know, an entire dairy farm.
Forward, Mark Jacob.
Right, when you have the ego the size of a dairy farm, you can't see, like, past your own wig. Like, calm down.
We're getting all the hearts. What'd we say?
Or I was talking shit about Milk. I told you we were going to talk shit. So now that Bendela is gone, who would you say, with all, like, the shenanigans and Morgan coming back, sorry, spoilers.
Spoiled.
It's right? Branding.
I would love to see Morgan in the top 3, for real.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Me either. But I would love to see Morgan, Trixie, and Shanji. Because as much as everyone cares to want to know, like, Phoebe is not a mole. It's not happening.
And how would you know that, Miss Haireola Grande?
I know. There were 3 New York girls on that team. We know what's happening.
She has, like, a crystal ball over here that you can't see, and she's, like, trying to, like... She's, like, doing with her foot. She's, like, rubbing it with her foot.
I would love for her to be a mole. I think that would love for her to be a mole, just because it's so smart, and I think that they're mad that they didn't think about it. Because I've heard from production people that it's not true. They just wanted to, like, genuinely give her another shot.
Which is fair, because there's such a new following and level of Drag Race that, like, I feel like the first winner should get a little bit of a spotlight.
I think what did that for them was, like, seeing Toddy. And seeing how she came back, and the second...
Well, I think that's another reason they brought back Morgan as well.
Right. Of just, you know, a resurgence with the Instagram, with the Facebook, with all the social media, you know. Yeah. But, I mean, good for her. Like, she brought the titi-ta-ta.
So, we're sounding off. We have, oh, my girl, Miss Antique, one of the members of the Imperial Court of New York that I'm part of. Yeah, no, fabulous organization that I love being part of. She's like, Antique says Shangela needs to take it. Ooh. We have our super fan, Johnny, who is Team Trixie.
Trixie, okay.
Yeah, sound off on who you think is going to do it.
Wait, who's... Okay, so Kennedy...
It's Kennedy, Shangela, Trixie, Morgan, and BB.
Yeah, okay.
5. Can you believe, like, that was, All Stars is almost done.
Yeah, that's another episode that's over.
Tomorrow.
Guess what, they're season 10!
Literally the following week. And all the queens are clamoring. Who's hosting? Who's hosting? Where are we going?
Entertainment Weekly just came out with a little, 2 entrance looks and a little spoiler.
Really?
Yeah, Entertainment Weekly. It was like,
Come on,
we have all your tea. Meh, meh, meh.
Come on, E.T.
I'm excited for Christina. You know that it's Christina, right?
Oh, I'm so excited. I love
Christina.
That's like, because like everyone's like, either like Mariah or Whitney or Katy Perry or Gaga. I'm a Christina.
I love
Christina.
I'm a Gaga. So last season was great, but
I'm a Christina
I've always
fan.
been Christina over
love,
Britney.
love,
I don't
love,
care if I get shit on because I was always about talent. So
Christina has that fucking voice.
Christina has talent.
Christina has talent.
I don't know what they're gonna do for. I saw what are her iconic looks? Like, what would you do if you fucking walked? I would do Dirty Chaps, but it's gonna be a Madonna.
I would literally I would come out naked, covered with like a guitar. You know that Rolling Stone cover?
Black and white.
Funny story about that. Yes,
yeah.
I got a when I was younger. I got a poster of that Rolling Stone cover, like huge, whatever. I wanted to put up in my bedroom, and my mother said that I couldn't because it was too sexual when I was in high school.
That Stripped album changed my life, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I remember I got it, I think it was my 13th birthday with Justin Timberlake's album. It was when we were doing that tour together.
Right.
And, yeah, The Voice Within.
God, I love the 90s.
Love it. But
Shout out to all my 90s people out there. 90s were like
2000.
But, like, you had to be born in the 90s to appreciate what was going on.
But, yeah, shout out to all the New York girls who are on season 10. It literally is
there's
a third of the cast.
How many are in this? 14?
I think there's 14.
So yeah, it's a third. A third of them are from New York, which is like crazy.
Sound off.
Sound off on who you want to win, but like even before that, like it's kind of crazy how literally almost like every season, not only are there's a significant chunk of queens from New York, they win.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that New York has like some of the best drag in the world, hands down.
I'm gonna flip the script and I'm gonna ask you though. So
she's gonna interview me, huh?
Would you want to be on season 10 after all the shit that's been going down? With Rue?
So this is the thing. I was actually having this conversation the other day. I feel like Drag Race has changed the drag scene, both for good and bad. I feel like it's brought it to the forefront. It's made it more mainstream. It's of a higher consciousness that people are aware that drag is an art form and it's a form of self-expression and pride and something that should be valued and put on display because of these amazing artists that we have in our community that do that. However, because of the standard that Drag Race sets and this like thirst for a lot of queens to just be famous, I feel like eventually, think about like RuPaul's Drag Race season 20.
Yeah.
Like once you have 20 sets of 14 girls who have been on Drag Race, it sets apart like different level of drag. It's just like, oh well, you haven't been on Drag Race, so you're like a little bit lesser. No matter how amazing you are, there are queens that don't even want to be on Drag Race. So I feel like it's creating this mold in the public consciousness that determines what's good drag from bad drag, and I don't think that's necessarily true all the time.
I just had this great analogy of like, I mean, I hope this doesn't go above anybody's head, but it's basically like
that was her being condescending.
No, it's like going into the MoMA, but because it's very clean and it's modern and it's this and it's pretty, but then really wanting fucking a Picasso, and then like pulling. It's like. I always remember Rue was just like, they weren't ready for a Sharon on season 2.
Right.
They weren't ready for Alaska on season 4 because they needed the Sharon before.
5.
Right, 5. So it's like, it's taste levels and it's people were like, what the fuck is Jackson Pollock when it first came out? And then they were able to appreciate it. It's not just one way of doing it, but there's a lot more drag that has come from it.
Absolutely. And they continue to inspire,
other
existing queens, other queens. Did you watch Dragula last season?
I did not watch this season, but I watched last season.
Dragula is a good example of, and put on by the same production company, of an alternative style of drag. And they use alternative only because it's not the mainstream version that RuPaul's Drag Race has shown. But I think it's amazing and so powerful.
Vander Van Odd and talk about powerful.
Vander Van Odd is insane.
Cries, tears.
But if you haven't seen Dragula and you like dark and horror and like twisted stuff, like go watch it. It's very like me. I live for that. So there was, speaking of Drag Race and RuPaul and stuff like that, there was something that came out this week that she had said regarding the trans community, and just to be blatantly honest, it was kind of ignorant. It was kind of ignorant, or at least it portrayed an archaic view of how we view the trans community and the inclusivity of it, and even Peppermint, who was on there, who is trans and is beautiful. On her, in the finale of the season, when she was on the podcast, she even said that, like, when she was transitioning and starting to do drag, people were saying that she would never do drag in the community again.
Right.
Said that right to RuPaul and Michelle's face, and I felt like it was very, she wasn't thinking about what she said when she said it. I still respect her. I think she's, a admirable artist and has done wonders for the community. Yeah. And even though no one's perfect, you still have to be careful what you say. Like, fame comes with power. So I'd like to know what your view on this whole thing was. And if you didn't follow, let's just like Google, like, in the last week of like RuPaul trans tweet or interview or whatever. It'll pop up. But I would love to know what you think about that.
Well, first off, I think you said that very eloquently. I thought that was
Thank you.
beautiful. I think that especially as a drag artist now, I'm even just learning myself, and I'm becoming friends with people who are gender nonconforming, non-binary, who are trans, and what really bugs me is that she grew up in that as well. Like, she was in the 80s in Atlanta, and her sisters were all trans, So it's like her sisters being her drag sisters. Right. I know she has a couple of actual biological sisters. So it's kind of like unfathomable of like, you say that?
I think that was what got me. It was the shock. Like, I could see other people saying that, even other Drag Race queens who don't have like an open-mindedness about what drag is. But for her, I think that was the gag. Yeah. The gag was that she said it was supposed to be like mother of all drag queens.
Right. And she's not. There were a lot of drag queens that came before her. She had an incredible track to get where she is. But, we're New York queens. We share stages with drag kings and, trans women who are in drag and trans men who are in drag. I think it's an expression for everybody.
It's one of those things that I feel made her just, as for everyone who thinks that, we all have our
human.
idols.
It made her
right, we all have our idols, we have people
Brought
that
her
respect.
down a level.
And then when we see them do something that isn't conducive to maintaining their, perfect image,
like seeing your
you're like,
parents fuck up.
Right, exactly. With the first time you see your parents fuck up. It's one of those things that's just
humans.
like, oh, they're human too, and they make mistakes. And she did issue an apology,
She did.
which,
People have their issue with that
people have their issue with that as well. But it's one of those things that you realize, it's like, okay, not everyone is perfect, everyone has their own opinions, and it's up to you. Don't let other people tell you what you should think about a certain thing. Formulate your own opinion and stick by it. And it's okay to disagree with people, especially when they say things that are, inflammatory or exclude a huge part of the community.
Everyone's growing and everyone's learning, or they should be,
Right.
and that's what is the difference between, even politically right now, don't really want to head down that road, but like, trying to learn from someone is the best thing that you could do.
100%.
And the fact that she was even saying, like, I'm still trying, learning every day, and, trying to say the right thing. Like, I also read people's, like, take on it of just being the interview was so lighthearted, and, there's tone, and I get it all the time. Like, I'll say something in a fucking email at work, and you're just like,
I hate emails.
Yeah.
I hate emails and text messages. You try to say some serious shit and people freak out. I was like, no, I didn't say it like that.
Right.
That's why I do emojis all the time. I put emojis and stuff like that so people like know my tone and where I'm coming from.
Right. Because you can't start a relationship like fuck Grindr and scruff bullshit. Like, you cannot start a relationship because like I'm sarcastic as fuck. It is my fluent language. It is my first language. And if people don't read that or get it, they're just like and then
they
you're going down
misinterpret it
like
entirely.
like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not going to go home tonight, So,
right. But one of the things I've always said is you don't only learn from your mistakes, learn from the mistakes of others. You don't have to make the same mistakes that everyone else makes. Like, learn from it and be like, maybe I shouldn't do that. And as us, as drag queens in New York City, who, sure, we're not on Drag Race, we're not as popular as, a lot of the Drag Race queens I am. we still have a voice in the community, and, you know, even if it's one person or a show, something we say could very well, you know, change how they look at something, how they perceive. There are so many people in shows that I've talked to outside, and they're just, you know, either they want to do drag or they're having a bad day and they just want to vent to you about it, you know, or they ask a question about something. It's, you know, whether you know it or not. Like,
it does come with a beautiful territory.
It does. It does. There's a responsibility.
Yeah.
There's a social responsibility.
And I think that's why people were also kind of face cracked too, because she kind of went back on her responsibility. I've seen a lot of Facebook posts and Instagram of just being like, yes, get mad at her for what she said because it was ignorant, but it is still her own show, and if she wants to make it the way that she does, like, yes, we can be up in arms about it, and we should, and hopefully it'll change things, but it's like, you know, there's a certain set of rules. I think it was Jasmine Rice's Facebook post.
She says so many things.
Well, she does say so many things, but it was just like,
toilet
you
rock.
know, I don't know all of them just because I don't know the pageant world, but it's just like, you know, this has this. You can't wear nails. You have to be gay. You can be trans. You can't be trans. You know, like.
Well, and that's the thing. Everyone has their opinion. They're just like assholes. Everyone has them.
Yeah.
And formulate your own. You can take other people's opinion and help make your own, but at the end of the day, not only should you formulate your own opinion, no one really gives a fuck what you think anyway, so you might as well hold on to that opinion.
Yeah.
Might as well hold on to it. Stand by it. Be a fucking New Yorker and have an opinion. Oh my god, okay, because we're gonna have this topic.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it.
Speaking about New York, I can't believe that people are messaging me, like, they should be watching me. You don't think I'm fucking busy?
Fucking tell her. She, like, lives
right,
right
it's
here,
just like, I'm busy, go to Spoil NYC. But anyway, so, if you're in New York City, you know the weather we've been having. We are, like, having, like, thunderclap snowstorm. Did you hear that today?
I have never experienced that in my life. It was frightening.
I was at work, 14 stories up.
I didn't go.
And I heard, Blessy. But I don't know, you came here, so you weren't. I know, that takes a long time.
It does. I don't have the same bone structure that you do.
But anyway, so we're at work, and people are, like, looking out the window, and, like, Elsa is flailing her arms outside, like, everywhere, and all of a sudden there's just, like, this massive thunderclap. Did anyone else hear that? Like, New York City, sound off if you heard that thunderclap. I was like, that means we get to all go home, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's, like, either we all go home or, like, the world's gonna end, and I want to go home.
Actually kind of beautiful. Like, I do love the snow, but this is fucking some mushy, like, sock wet,
it doesn't
gross,
know.
Like,
it's like either raining or sleeting or snowing, and it doesn't know what it wants to do. Watch, you're gonna leave here and it's gonna be like hail.
I'll hail a cab and just peace. Like, it's been gross, guys.
No, but. So, anyone who knows the beauty of the 456 line, leaving work, coming up to East Harlem, that's where I live, and I get on the 4 train at Grand Central. Fine, whatever, there's a lot of people, it's 4 o'clock, it's fine. We're on there and we're not moving. Nothing pisses me off more than a not moving stationary in the station train. Whether there's train traffic ahead of us, or a sick passenger, or just...
No, I'd rather be stopped in the station than stopped underground where you don't have the Wi-Fi.
Fine. But no, whether you're...
Stationary
trains, it should not happen. Like,
you're going against
we
need
to figure this out. We need to figure this out, because that was a fucking lot. And you keep raising my fare each year? No.
My fare?
My fare?
My fare each year.
I fucked too many Southern men.
Yeah.
And stopped in the station, they were like, oh, we're stopped. And then, like, 3 minutes later, everyone is just like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Watch me on Fall NYC. This is the first time this happened. Everyone's trying to, like, Facebook message me right now. Like, I'm busy.
It's only been 2.
Shh, fuck you. And so, stopped at the train station, says, we haven't moved, but thank God it was only 2 minutes. So we're just like, oh, okay, fine. Get to 59th Street.
Oh, the worst.
And stopped again, just like, oh, there's a train. I was just like, okay, fine, it'll be a few minutes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 12 minutes. I'm just like, girl, the hell. And then the train conductor, in not so eloquent words, is like, maybe you should take the 6 train. And I was just like, and then of course, there's the mass exodus from the train,
that's right,
to go upstairs at 59th and get the 6th train.
I can't.
And so I'm there, I'm trying to be cool, be calm, like, it's cold, I'm wet.
There are days that it makes me really question why I live here.
This is my hometown. I love it, but I'm there with you. I'm there with you.
It's like you question the humanity of people and just like their empathy of just like, honey, we're all in this. This is all happening to us. Like, shut the fuck up because you're singing out loud. But like, it's all like, I'm sorry.
I love my sister Annie Mandel. She just messaged you. She's just like, just messaging you to be a pain. I love you.
Thank you.
And so my drag mother, Madison Manfield's watching. She said, drink your juice, Stelby. So we need to drink our juice. We're drinking our juice.
I'm almost out of my juice.
Don't worry, because we're gonna do a shot after this.
Good.
We have our PA assistant who's gonna prepare us a shot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so stop there, and anyone who's taken any form of subway, but especially the 6 train, the pushers, the ones that like stand right up against the platform and want you to like. Like just, I'm at that yellow line, the one you're not supposed to be on that tells you to stand behind, and they're trying to cut in front of me. And I'm like, go ahead, go on the tracks. That's one less person I have to deal with on the train. I had to wait 3 6 trains. 3 6 trains. Had to wait.
See, that's when I just get my New York elbows out.
Girl, I did, but like, you know those, you ever see those trains you try to get into, and you go to it and you're like, nope.
No,
not doing it.
I prefer to just wait on
these take up room
a little bit than be on that because I'm a sweater.
I think everyone's a sweater in the subway. Like,
not like I'm sorry.
It's all your.
I have a sweater.
You already have a sweater.
I already have
Put a coat and a scarf on top of that.
So that's my thing. Everyone's like, oh my god, I like New York, like this, I want the summer and whatever. It's like, oh my god, we should get our shots. Yeah.
Service. I told you I was gonna take care of you.
I'm sweating in New York from like now until
I prefer the term dewy, but that's just me.
Well, glistening.
Glistening, yes. But anyway, so on the train, finally on the 6 train, and you know everyone's pushed up together, and then gets to 86th, and people are coming out, people are doing whatever. You go back and forth, and little spaces open up that people are supposed to move into. I'm standing in front of these 2 women, and one motions the other is just like, oh, do you want to move into that space? She says no. And then she goes,
that's my
I was just like, you can go in the space. And then the girl says no. And they're going back and forth about moving the space, and I'm looking at these 2 dummies, and I'm like, move. And I moved into the space, and I was not pleasant about it. I was just like, I cannot believe you are having an argument about who's moving into the empty space,
and that's
so that other people get in,
issue.
So that we can leave the station and I could just get to my destination.
Because unless you're a very good person who can compartmentalize, it stays with you, because this is the 3rd time she's talking about it. It
affected me greatly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's terrible that then you bring that ball of energy with you. Because, like, you just want to leave it. And it's so hard. That's why I smoke a lot of weed. Is because...
You should have brought some.
I almost did.
Girl!
But then...
You owe me.
But then you have to just, like... Okay, this girl... Like, I've seen some real shit. But what annoys me the most is people listening to music without headphones. There is no reason.
None. 0. No reason. The only other thing that pisses me off the most... Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! And I'm like, no!
I can't get mad though, because I always do shows on the train. I'm always lip syncing to my music.
That's a difference. You can lip sync in your bubble with your headphones on, or you can bring a boombox and be twirling around my head, hang upside down, and ask me to pound you.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean...
That's cute.
Choices.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like there's subway etiquette, and so I want it to, for our New Yorkers, I want you to comment the most annoying thing that has ever happened to you, or your pet subway peeve. Comment if it's really good. I'll shout out your name and like your peeve, because I think that would be fun. But yeah, girl, the subways were. I mean, the subways are usually a mess, but they were a mess today.
Yeah.
Such a mess.
I was just trying to do that thing.
Trying.
What is this girl?
Not
What's
succeeding.
that girl
I don't. Okay, what are we asking?
What do we have?
I was was called grumpy. I was. You're in Long Island, Jennifer. You don't have to deal with my subway, like, horrors every day.
The Long Island Railroad, I know that you frequent that as well.
I do frequent Long Island.
It's a fucking different color, and it's just the same color, because
at least on the Long Island Railroad, I get a little cushy seat. I get my own window.
True or false? You're always going at weird times, though. You've never commuted to and fro like you would commute.
Oh, absolutely. So, my man friend, who was actually on the last episode of Cocktails and Concerts for Valentine's Day, check it out. He didn't have a shirt on. It was great. Check it out in the archives. It's fun. So he lives out in Long Island.
Yeah.
And I do frequent a Long Island Railroad a lot. I'll go, like, after work, like 4:30, getting like a 4:30 Long Island Railroad. And then if I'm Sunday night having work the next day, I'm catching an 8 o'clock train.
4:30 is so much better than a 6:20.
I don't see a choice.
Well, if you get out of work at 6, you know, like,
it's called planning ahead.
And that's why I moved in. I'm from Long Island, you knew that.
Yes. Whereabouts in Long Island?
Comac.
I know of it. Comac. I have no perception. I know, like, little...
right by Manfriend.
Because he's in Yapping.
Oh, it's not. Never mind.
I was like, no, he's like... Best thing about him, I go from Penn Station to Ronkonkoma, like, front of the line, end of the line.
That's
I can,
my
like,
line,
sweep...
Deer Park Station? That's my line.
Park Station? No,
Deer Park.
Oh, he's in Ronkonkoma.
Right.
So, like...
Ronkonkoma's at the end.
Oh, so you're...
This
right.
is the train to Ronkonkoma.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
The next stop is
Ronkonkoma. You embodied that voice very well.
Oh, I know. Wine dash.
But no, my favorite Long Island Railroad shenanigan is when they stop at a certain place and they want to shuttle bus you past the other. I don't do shuttle buses. This is not Rosa Parks.
It is legal to drink on the Long Island Railroad. It is not legal to drink on the MTA Transit, but I get it.
At first, I've seen people on there with, like, beer and shit like that, and I was like, is this a thing?
Yeah.
Funny story, I was going out to Long Island once with my best friend, and we forgot alcohol, but we had weed. And so, like, we would, like, pack a little bit and, like, stand by the door for the stop and, like, stick our head out and, like, run back inside. The train doors almost closed on me once.
That is brilliant!
I don't give a fuck. I'm that kind of girl.
I love that. Like, it's a quick little one-hitter.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
There was definitely prep and execution involved, but, like, there was one where, like, you're doing this out and the wind is blowing and it's not lighting, and you're just like, oh, shit, and the door's like, ding, ding.
I was ratchet this past weekend. I was actually in Austin, and
They're still messaging me.
Good. Whatever. We're famous.
No, they should be watching. Whatever.
I smoked in a porta potty. Like, while I was
That's like hotboxing.
I was just like...
That's like hotboxing.
Why don't I just do that?
Brilliant.
It was
minus like the smell that comes with porta potties, but I guess it replaces the smell.
It was clean.
Clean-ish. Well, not after you left.
That's fair. Shit. Shower today.
Just today.
My drag mom always said you never get into drag without washing your asshole.
What happened today?
No, I did that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. See, she came prepared. I thought because, like, the snowstorm, she's like, I ain't washing shit. I'm going to show up wet.
I showered. And...
walking like a wet dog.
Well, gross.
So my favorite part of the thing, I like to know where everyone's from. Because, you know, New York City is supposed to be the center of the universe, but that doesn't mean there isn't a whole other world out there. So if you're watching from somewhere outside of New York City, put it. And if you're somewhere cool, we're going to do it. So, let's see.
We're going to do a shot to the best place.
Right. Oh, speaking of shot, I should finish this and we can do a shot, because then I'm going to see if anyone actually did, like, a little Subway pet peeve. Because, like, everyone watches, and I'm so beautiful, they just don't listen to my instructions.
Right.
So, fuck it, I'll just finish them, but we're going to do a shot.
Sure.
So, we have our little shots in my Disney princess glasses. I'm Ariel, duh.
I'm Belle.
Like, she likes the fur.
Marie, the baguette.
I love it. Cheers. To slam on the table. That's like...
I honestly never know what princess I would, like, I don't know. I don't know who I'd be paired up with. I love Aladdin. That's my favorite Disney movie.
Okay.
But I'm not Jasmine. You know?
Yeah. I can see it was like a Merida with, like, the wild hair. And, and like, the ginger.
Yeah.
I can see that. See how quick that was? You're welcome.
If you had the chance to change your life, would ya?
Would ya?
Would ya?
Okay, so a drag sister of mine, Avant Garbage, has a really I love her so much, and she always comes out with like the craziest life experiences. So Avant Garbage goes, One time, a homeless woman tried to put out a cigarette on my neck at the J train at 8 a.m. I don't know how anyone's gonna beat that. That's
8 a.m.,
like,
folks. 8 a.m.
Like, it's not even at night when you're done and drunk and you don't remember. This is like I'm starting my day and someone thought I was an ashtray.
Well, you are avant garbage.
Were you in drag? Maybe that explains it. I don't know.
I've had people, like, smoking in between the cars, which is illegal to go through anyway, because I do have friends who have gotten tickets, but now you're fucking smoking in between it. Like, craziness. Go, read.
Other subway pet peeve. Body odor. That is real. That is so real. Sometimes those strap hangers lift that arm and you're like, no, put it down! And you're just sitting there and it's like falling on you and you're just like, I'm getting some sort of disease from this.
Try not to sit.
Sometimes you tired, girl.
Yeah.
Sometimes you tired.
My least favorite thing that I've fucking seen this, and I know we've already fucking gone through my shit, but the subway is not a place to clip your fucking fingernail. Yes, we are humans, and our dead skin is always falling off of us, but no.
That's one of the things that, like, is obvious, but, like, shouldn't need to be said.
No.
You know?
No.
Like, fine, do your cracked out makeup on the subway, like, you know, eating can go either way. Like, if your food doesn't have an aroma, like, do not eat Indian curry on the subway. You can have, like, a salad. You know, it's contained, you're at the fork, like...
I've seen someone eating sesame chicken. But just, like, in the actual, just, like, box, and I'm just like, okay, it's contained, it doesn't really have a smell, but, like, why do you want that? Why do you want that? You are putting that into your mouth.
The most offensive thing I've ever seen anyone eat on the subway is sunflower seeds. And then spitting the shells out onto the floor. I have seen that, like, twice. And I was just like...
Same person. Different person.
It's a different person. I don't want to say they look the same, but they did. But no! Really? Really?
That's
Sunflower seeds.
Pure disrespect.
Like, I don't have words. Sunflower seeds and spitting the shells out onto the floor.
I eat sunflower seeds whole.
Okay, I eat kiwis whole.
I don't eat fruit.
She just,
I'm not into cannibalism.
I was gonna be like, that's not what I heard. Interesting. Doesn't that hurt, like, going down?
It's great for your digestive tract.
I was gonna be like, wait,
like
really?
Sauce. We talked about how lazy I am. I can't open them. I just chill.
Just dumps the sunflower seeds down her gullet.
This is also, like, 10-year-old Greg. Haireola. 10-year-old Haireola.
Okay, I thought this was, like, the other day, girl.
No.
Fine, I guess you're forgiven. You're forgiven.
On the baseball field.
That's a little different. At least it's grass. You want to spit it out on grass. They're biodegradable.
There.
A fucking subway
I love
car.
it.
No.
Oh, what else we got?
Okay. Our friend Zoe says, I once saw a homeless woman on the subway smoking weed with her hand in her pants at 2:30 in the morning. I feel like half of that is wrong.
Yeah. See, that's somewhat normal.
Like, I've seen people smoking weed on the subway.
Is that a pet peeve, though, or is that just a random thing that happened?
No, I think that I would be offended if I saw someone with, like, their hands in their pants on their subway making motions.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. But
it's people forget you're in public.
I don't think they forget. I just don't think they give a fuck.
Well, people need to start giving fucks when you're around other people, or get the fuck out of the city.
I
know that two of these stories were with the homeless, so, you know, a lot of the homeless, you don't want to stereotype, but a lot of them are down and out or have mental illness.
Well, and, like, to be fair, sometimes, like, people just, like, look homeless. Maybe they aren't. They just look it. So, with a grain of salt.
We're done talking about avant garbage.
Love it. Love it.
Babe, it was just there.
Sorry.
And this is also a really bad time because, like, I feel like winter jackets take up a lot of space also, like, to go back to your original, like, rant and post of just, like, there's not enough room. They should just add another 2 cars to, like, every train, you know?
So my friend Kevin, who's been commenting this whole time, ridiculous, funny, asshole-ish stuff as he does. He's just like, I still don't get it. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. I think that was one of the best political things that I've ever seen. Did you see that video?
No.
Why am I forgetting her name now? It's because I've been drinking whiskey. PA, do you know her name? Excuse me, I'm having my PA look up.
No.
If her name, I feel so stupid not knowing her name.
Is it an actual politician?
Yes, and it was, she was,
Hillary Clinton.
no, damn it, I can't, I like see her face, I see the video, why can't I remember her name? I want to say Viola Davis, but I know that's wrong. No.
She looked gorgeous.
Maxine Waters?
Yeah, that's
Maxine Waters.
Yeah.
Look at me knowing shit. Maxine Waters. And she was on a panel and she was talking to this like CEO. Yes. The whole reclaiming my time bit. I saw that thing and I was just like, yes. I feel like us as Americans just have so much time to reclaim. So much.
No sunflower seeds.
No sunflower seeds. Whatever. This light is very forgiving. They only see the hair up here. It's fine.
Oh, I was just I'm not wearing that.
She's trying to be modest, but not being honest. I got it. My friend Ish is like Maxine Waters. Just like, pay attention. I said it already. Smart. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't want to go down the political.
No, that's one of the things. We already got we got like community political today. I'm not touching any of that.
No.
So we're gonna wrap up here in just a sec. However, I wanted to ask you one more question. What would you say, being a newer queen, however, still having like a year under your belt and going out there and doing your thing, what has been your biggest accomplishment in drag so far?
Bitch, you already asked me this.
Oh, that means I forgot the answer. That means it wasn't memorable. Choose a different one.
We talked about Bushwig.
Choose a better one. No, okay, fine. What was your most embarrassing moment in drag?
Oh, okay, so it was, I would say the 7th to last week of the pageant. Okay. You weren't there anymore.
You could have left that line out. Fucking
it was just John, wasn't it?
It was rigor mortis, girl. It was rigor mortis.
Not even a pageant. It's fine. But
I could say so many things, but I don't want to.
So many things.
Actually, all the
I'm
things.
I'm actually gonna be an all-star, so like I can't really shit on it.
Puppies make you sleep.
Okay, no, but it was one of those things that I just wasn't prepared, which I don't like to be. I like had no choreo. I made the mix literally like 1 a.m. the night before because I just couldn't.
Professional.
No, I
No,
did
it
try
happens.
to, and like I have a full-time job as well. Like drag is a passion to me rather than a career. The career queens, so many props to you. Like right on. I don't even know how you're standing. You know, because basically you guys like probably don't even like know when to even eat. Anyway, you know, you're fucking bacon, egg, and cheeses all the time. Like, how are you living? But yeah, it didn't feel good for me, and it was like my least favorite probably performance that I've ever done in drag. So thanks for bringing that up.
I mean, you brought up a line, girl. I'm a fucking cut her.
But it had Whitney Houston and Mika in it. It was really cute. It was
Mika.
You don't know Mika?
Oh, the singer, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend who used to have a dog named Mika, and that's you said Mika, and the thing that popped in my mind was like a Shih Tzu. So
the theme was why should you win? And so I kind of just like went with a literal like, I have given you different things. The Mika song was like, girl, you're the big girl, you are beautiful, like that whole thing. So I was just like, and then I did Gaga Born This Way because I love Gaga and I've never done Gaga before, but it just wasn't mixed well. It wasn't good. But
we all have our days. We have our days where it's not.
But I knew my words, which every queen should, unless you're singing. Well, no, if you're singing live, you should know them even more.
I've seen a queen or two. Do you think I should say that? And bam, like it's just like, girl. I do not profess myself to be a loud singing queen.
I can say anything.
I can carry a tune if need be. I'm very good at singing happy birthday to people on a mic. I just found this out. So I do, shameless plug, I do Tuesday nights trivia every Tuesday from 7 to 9 at Rock Bar down in the West Village. And we've had a couple people who come in for a birthday, and we'll do like a little cupcake for them and stuff like that, and on a microphone, and they're just singing happy birthday, and I'm singing happy birthday, and I'm just like, oh, I was just like, okay, she got those notes, Well, so I'm not known as a singing queen, but I feel like if I applied myself.
That is a Haireola 2018 goal. I would like to sing live somewhere.
I want to do parodies. Like, that would be me. Like, I would sing parodies.
You would.
I would sing parodies.
Well, work on one.
My
fucking
thing.
do a part of your world and fucking make that really funny.
Challenge accepted. I'm gonna maybe when we can
You've had a lot of shit happen to you within the last 2 weeks. Fucking make that
right.
turn it into shit.
Make it a parody. But yes, it's one of those things where you're artists. So all artists out there, don't be afraid to step outside your bubble, do something new, because we're just challenging ourselves to, like, we're always doing. You have to always keep growing and learning and bettering yourself. And as I'm gonna do one last little sip with all the cinnamon stuff at the bottom, and I love this.
Honestly, hot toddies are so good though, because it's like
I just split it. See, look, I'm sharing. I'm so nice.
What don't you love about a hot toddy?
Nothing. That's why we're drinking them. Okay. However, we have actually reached the end of Cocktails and Contours. I am so happy that you came. This was so much fun. Yes, I've been talking this for a while.
You're actually really sweet.
I'm just gonna not respond to that.
No, I know. Seriously, thank you so much for having me. I know we rescheduled a couple times.
We did, and like stuff comes up and whatever. It's funny.
It's busy.
So,
it's
coming up to the whole sweet thing. Because everyone's just like, I thought you were gonna be like an asshole, but you're actually really nice. And I was like, what gives it away that I'm asshole? And I was talking with the friends, and it's like, you paint cunty brows. I paint cunty brows,
These
so like
brows are
but it's like the Bella brow. I paint a cunty brow so everyone thinks that I'm an asshole, and I'm actually really nice. Like
really, no, she is. She's super sweet.
So maybe I paint cunty brows so people don't like fuck with me unless I want you to. Subconscious.
That bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to.
Anyway,
that's not trademarked.
We don't own the rights to this music.
We do not own the rights to that song. No, thank you.
Of course, let everyone know where they can find you online.
I can be followed on Instagram at Haireola Grande. That's Haireola Grande, Grande. And I actually just started a Facebook as well because I felt like all my frat brother friends were getting really pissed of me just in drag all the time.
Fuck them!
They weren't. They're lovely.
Paddle them!
So you can find me at Haireola Grande on Facebook as well.
Their butt.
And I believe I'm tagged right in this, so just go right there and follow me. I have a couple of great things coming up. So
just a couple, though.
Just a couple. I'd love to share them with you.
Yes, no, you're fabulous. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited you're in the scene and doing stuff. And this is not the last thing we will do together. No, it's not.
Your right there.
My roommate's not home, and they have the clean room. I always say at the time, my bedroom, I'm constantly like losing a game of drag Jumanji.
I cleaned my drag yesterday.
Which part?
Like just my floor.
All the glitter in the floorboards is gone. No, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Bella Noche. You can find me here on Cocktails and Contours. I'm actually doing one next week because we're doing extra production value. So I'm actually doing one next week. So I'll be back here next Wednesday. You can find me at Bella Noche NYC on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And let's be friends.
And Venmo?
Cash App. Oh. For some reason, like, everyone does Venmo, and Venmo refuses to connect to my bank account. Like, I don't know why. It just, like, I put in the thing, and they'll go to connect, and it's like, this isn't a bank account. And I was like, bitch, yes, it is. Like, that's how I pay my rent.
She doesn't have money in there. So give her money on
Was that like a white supremacist joke? Like, because I'm Latina? Like, I don't know.
No, I didn't even know you were Latina. So, like...
Bella Noche? You don't know I'm Latina?
I thought it was Italian.
Excuse me.
Bella!
I have to go, like, end this so I can, like, shove a paddle up her ass. Her frat boy self. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be back here again next Wednesday, so I hope you guys tune in. Have a great night. Stay warm. Don't go outside. And have another cocktail because you deserve it. Mwah. I'll see you guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.